Okay, so sorry for that. I was simply changing my Wi-Fi network, and I think this should now work properly. Okay, so as I was saying, I think from now on I'm going to be going live on this channel explaining different stuff. Okay, and I think I'll try to come up with a timetable. So it's either going to be once off a week or twice a week or 3 times a week, whichever. But the thing is, with timetables, I'm not really good in following them, but I will try and do my best. Okay, so in this alive, I'm simply going to talk about the currency pair, the US dollar, and the kwacha. So we're going to look at it from the technical analysis point of view, not from the news stuff, the economic, what's happening in Zambia, and the politics and so on. So we're going to simply look at the charts and see how price has been moving. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to get the kwacha chart. So to do that, simply going to enter USD, then ZMW. Then now we're going to have our pair, which is this one. Okay, so it's pretty hot here. This is Sprite. Okay, so right now what you're looking at is actually the US dollar kwacha pair, and I'm actually on the daily time frame. So let's first talk about the current value of the kwacha of today. So as of today, $1 is equals to 20.32 Zambian kwacha. Yeah, so what about this price? So as of today, okay, as you can see, is 20.32 per dollar. And when I go back to the chart, if I hover over here, I can see that according to this chart, okay, and the data provider I'm also using is ICE. I don't know this company. Okay, it's showing that the value is 20.27. By the way, today it's Sunday, so the markets are closed, so we cannot really get like really accurate values as of today. So I don't know where Google gets this data from. Okay, maybe on the feedback. Let me see on the feedback. Okay, now let's not care much about where these data are coming from. Let us just work around with these estimates as of today. So let's follow this one. So as of today, okay, $1 is at 20.28. So there are a lot of interesting levels over here. So usually when the dollar gains more value and the kwacha loses more value, this is when people try to panic and start regretting of not buying the dollar or not actually switching to a dollar account and so on. But before I actually continue talking about this, let me first explain that whatever I'm going to talk about this video should not be considered as investment advice. Okay, consider doing your own research. This is for educational purposes only, to help you understand the price structure from the technical analysis point of view. So my name is Keith, by the way. I'm a forex trader, a YouTuber, a content creator, and so on. So in short, if you'd like to learn more about this, okay, I'll include the link in the description. So the whole purpose of today's live video is to talk about the dollar and the kwacha from the technical point of view. So now let's get started. So as I was saying, as of now, okay, we've got, actually I'm seeing three areas of interest to me. So what are these areas of interest I'm seeing? Okay, so we've got this area of interest here. So I'm going to mark it with this. Okay, and we've got this area of interest here, and we also have got this area of interest here, and also have got this area of interest, and lastly we've got this area of interest, and finally we've got the last area of interest, which is this line here. Okay, so let's begin. So if I hover over here, this was on 31st March 2023. So on the 31st March 2023, we had the value of $1 was actually 21.40. Okay, I think this was the highest it could get from when it had reached at $1 at actually 15.23. Okay, so all this time from September last year, okay, to about March, April, okay, to reach the all-time high, which was 20.41. Okay, but one thing about price movement is that, okay, whenever price goes up, it should definitely come down. So there's no way you can have a price that's going up forever and forever. Yeah, even though yes, it may seem as if price kept going up forever and forever, but eventually at a later time price really dropped. But what we're interested in is when price, okay, shifts in directions, because we do not really care about when price keeps on going up or keeps on going down. What we're really interested more is when price changes direction, and that is where now we try and see what we can benefit from that. Okay, so here our first point of interest is this point when actually price change direction. So when it price reached at 21.42, okay, price actually reversed. But let's see what happened when price reversed. Okay, what we're expecting was the price to finally come and respect this level. So what level is this I'm talking about? So price was supposed to come and respect this level, okay, but this seemed impossible because from here to here it took, I don't know, nearly a year. Not a year, this was September and this was April, so let's just call it nearly like half a year. So yeah, usually like when price moves, it usually comes back and respects the previous swing high or the previous swing low, and it actually did not. But instead, when price reversed, it actually stopped at this level at 17.19, and this was on 12th April 2023. So at this level, what did price do? Okay, again the dollar started gaining value, a kwacha started losing value, and price went and finally hit this level here. So that's our second area of interest, and what happened there, the value of $1 was actually 20.24. okay, so at that level again, price again actually reversed, but this time it was supposed to price was supposed to actually, let me do this. Okay, so yeah, so price was supposed to come from here down and come on this level. Why am I saying so? To respect this previous swing low here, and it actually did. So when price came in, but as you can see, price does not always move in a straight line. There was some resistance here, but even though there was some resistance, price still came down and respected this level down here. So when it respected this level down here, it created another area of interest for us to see what happened and what we can do about it. So from here again, since here we had some resistance, let me try to zoom in. Okay, let me do this. So since here we had some resistance, okay, even though when price actually reversed when it reached this level, price did not just continue like going up. Instead it came down here, okay. But if we okay, so the only bad part is that currently there's no broker that you can actually trade this pair with. Like there's no broker providing the dollar and the kwacha. Otherwise, if there was, it would have been much easier to trade. So when price actually reversed here, For example, if we were to enter a trade, we would actually wait for price to actually retest. But for example, when price reverse here, maybe we're expecting that price would actually come and respect this level here, but instead when it reached this level, it went back up here. So there we would actually wait for a retest before entering a trade, but we did not do anything. So for example here, so now things are now getting interesting because we are where price is actually as at now. So price is currently at 20.19, and we're going to see what's going to happen from here. So actually, so before I actually show you possible price movements from here, first you need to understand how price has been moving in the past. Okay, so now we are currently at this level where there's a lot of resistance. Okay, now this is looking like too much dirty, but just pay attention to where I'm moving the crosshair. So the crosshair, I'm currently moving it at here. So as I was saying, so here there was some resistance, and when the price came, okay, because of this resistance here again, okay, price actually did the opposite, but still came back. Even though price still came back here, if we were to enter a trade, we would wait for a retest. For a retest is when you wait for price to actually break out after going in the opposite direction, then entering a buy just there. So so now let me just try to clean this chart. Let me just delete everything so that you can clearly see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I am really trying my best to explain this in as simple as my level best, yeah, so that it doesn't seem as if, okay, how can I delete? Okay, I'm used of using the trader 5. Okay, this one, and finally I think I'm almost finishing. I wish there was a way I can delete everything at once, but I'd like to leave some of my drawings. Okay, now this is better. Now this is cleaner. So now what we're interested in now is what happens from now. Okay, so what we do now, so usually when trading, usually follow where price is heading. It's called price action, starting of price movement. So what we do now, so usually, for example, so the way that this pair moves is that when it starts going up, it surely does go up. When it starts coming down, it surely does come down. This is what makes this pair easy to trade, because okay, it's not like these other currency pairs where there's a lot of movement, like very volatile, but for this one it's less volatile and it's easier to trade. So if I scroll back, like these red candles means okay, the quarter was losing value, and you can definitely sell for as long as you can. Okay, when it's blue, the dollar was actually okay, the value was actually gaining, then you just buy until you start seeing some red candles. So it's basically it. So now we are here. So now since this pair is easy to trade, what we'll do actually is, for example, the first entry, okay, not the first entry, first possible entry would be here. Okay, when price okay reverses. Okay, but usually when entering trade, you don't just enter there and then because there's a breakout, you first wait for a retest, okay, candlestick patterns and so on. But for now, we wouldn't want to wait for all that stuff. Okay, so we won't enter a sale. So if we were to enter a sale here, first of all, we need to wait for a retest. So yes, price did come down and it went up. So for us to sell, we are actually supposed to wait for price to come all this way and cross this level. Then I would have entered a sale at this position. Yeah, then now price would actually come down. Then when it reached this level, it either would have okay reversed or finally break out of this entire level. But price instead did not even reach here. Instead, it only reached halfway and it reversed. So in short, here now, okay, our trading now changes. So instead of selling now, we're actually looking for a buy entry. So for that now, we're going to wait for another retest. So to do that, okay, yes, price did go up this level, but we wouldn't just want to buy here. So let me zoom in, explain what I'm saying. So yes, from here to this level, price, okay, let me change the color of this because these lines are looking like candles. And okay, and let's see. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, I think you can clearly see. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Okay, yeah, so price from here it moved. Okay, but wouldn't want to enter a buy just here. Why? Because price might actually reverse, so we need to wait for a retest. So let me click on settings. Okay, then settings. Okay, here's the color changer. Then I'm going to choose, let us say red, not red. Let me try another color. Let us say let me choose yellow. Yeah, I think let me go with yellow for now. Then okay, let's see. Now let me try to draw. Okay, the yellow is not so bright, but I think it should be able to differentiate. So as I was saying, price moved from here, and we're saying that he was supposed to enter a buy, but we didn't want to enter a buy. Instead, wait for a retest. So price moved from this level, it came to this level over here. Then for us to enter a trade, okay, price has to break off of the previous level. So actually the previous level is this one. Okay, and actually price did break out after actually coming in the opposite direction, because what happens is that you may enter a buy, then after just simply buying, price goes in the opposite direction. Then because you're scared of making losses, you close the trade, and at the point closing the trade, price goes in your direction where you're supposed to make profits. So instead of entering trades and closing anyhow, simply wait for a retest. So wait for price to go in the opposite direction. Then now when it comes in your direction, in your favor, then now you finally enter a trade. So we'd enter our buy here and okay, so we'd enter our buy here and our stop loss will probably be here. So this is if we're going to be trading this pair online, like on a forex broker and so on. So now that we've understood like the technical part of this pair, let us try to see some possible outcomes, like what will happen from here. Okay, so I've been looking at this price chart for the USD and the Kwacha for a long time, and it's really easy to understand, and like it's really to understand its price structure and how it moves. So its price structure is different from these other currencies, and you cannot apply what you learned or what you understood about other prices and try to apply them to here. They won't work, because for this one is very much different. So now this chart is really looking dirty. Yeah, this is just too much dirty. Let me try to find a way I can delete everything at once, or instead this is going to take much of my time. Let me just try to open this in an incognito tab. I think this way is going to save my time. I'll include a link, I think, on my Facebook page so that others can actually find it easily. Okay, it's still loading up, so okay, so this is my internet is slowly becoming slow. Okay, so let me do this. So I'm going to go to Forex Africa. Then in Forex Africa, that's where I think I should be able to find the pair. So let me just click here, then I'll be able to edit later on. Then I'm going to click on C on super charts. Then I'm going to close these other tabs. Then after closing these other tabs, let me just wait for this one to load. Okay, let me see if my live stream is still working. Okay, so I'm going to read some comments. So it's like an upside down double top. It will break the neckline. Yeah, those are all possible outcomes. So now let me enter in the USD ZMW. Okay, let me remove this. Okay, there it is now. Okay, so now we're going to have a clean chart. Okay, so remember what I said? I measured 3 key points. So one rule you should always remember is that price always tends to respect the previous swing low or the previous swing high. What do I mean by this? So when price goes up from this level, let me do this. I think I'm about to make the chart again dirty. Okay, so for example, when price moves from this level, okay, from this, why is this not working? Okay, yeah, let me try to use arrow marker. So when price moves from this level, okay, to this level, okay, this is the first rule you should always understand, is that when price moves from in any directions, it will always try by all means to come back and respect the previous level. For example, it moved from this to this level, and what will happen next is that the same price will have to move again from this level and come back and respect this level. But it's not always. Sometimes you might just try halfway like this, but sometimes this over time it might actually come there and actually also move even further. Okay, so we can actually prove this theory in a lot of times. For example, okay, so for example, price actually moved from here to this level, and again it's tried to respect the previous swing high, but it did not actually reach this level. Even this level over here, okay, price came down from this level, okay, and again that now it has actually respected the level, and it actually now from this level is now on this level here. It has now respected it. So we are currently at this level. So at this level, as you can see, there's a lot of resistance. So there are only two things to happen. So as I said earlier on, currently the quarter is at 20.28. So right now we can't really make a clear decision because there's a lot which can happen. But even though there's a lot which can happen, it's actually two things. So the first thing which can happen, so there might be some resistance here. Price will not like go up in a straight line. It may try to reverse a bit, okay, and finally go up. So if it tries to what's this, let me look for, I'm looking for a what's this, what is that? Okay, a path. Okay, so I'm going to use a path. So from here, as I was saying, price will not go up in a straight line. Maybe there might be some resistance, maybe to come reach this level, come down again, come up, down, and finally even go up. So this is the first possibility. The other possibility is when price reaches this level, okay, it might try to respect this level and not actually break, okay, because I don't think culture will be able to reach like 22. I'm sure within a few months or days might only maybe reach 21 and finally maybe come back to 19 or 20. But anyway, things can get worse So in case things get worse and price decides to break off this level here, then things are really going to be bad. But not for forex traders and anyone who makes money in dollars, because when you convert this money into kwacha, it actually becomes a lot. So as of now, for example, where is this? Okay, so let me just do this. For example, USD 20 to ZMW. So as of now, like $20 is just a 400 kwacha. Then a $10, and $10 should be like 203, because a few months ago a $10 was actually like 180 kwacha. So this means that if I'm making money in dollars and withdraw, you convert to kwacha, it's actually going to be a lot. Okay, but even though we may be having a lot of money like in kwacha, but still, even those things are expensive, it won't make a difference. Yeah, so let me just try to summarize this video. So where was I? So I was talking about the possible I hate when this happens. So now I'm being forced to log in, and I don't want to log in, and I can't do anything until I log in. So I have no option but to go back to the data chart. So okay, this is really dirty. Let me see. I think I might be able to delete everything I'm seeing here. Remove drawings. Okay. Oh wow, that was easy. So I've removed all the dirty drawings. So where was I? So as I was saying, so I said the first possibility is that price will not just go up in a straight line. Okay, maybe it might do this thing, then from here now it might finally try to break off that and finally maybe reach 21 or 22. That's the first possibility. The other possibility is that when it reaches this level, okay, when it reaches this level, it will now actually, okay, because let me zoom out completely. Okay, so remember what I said, that price always has to come back and respect the previous swing or swing high. So as I said, okay, let me do this. This level here needs to be respected. So the first possibility, as I said, price, okay, let me do this. So the first possibility is when price actually reaches this level, there are two things which will happen. The first possibility is that price will create some resistance and finally break, and probably the kwacha will reach at 21 or 22. The other one is that when price reaches this level, okay, it will actually reverse, and when it does, it will actually try and come back and finally respect the previous swing low here. And of course, this won't just happen like in short days or months. No, I mean months, of course. Okay, it can actually even take an entire year. So in this case, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay attention, wait and see what will happen. So I think these are the only two possibilities I'm thinking of right now. But if I scroll further, we actually have got another area of interest. So the another area of interest, actually price might actually try and come and reach this level to respect this level. So yeah, so I think this will be my final level. When that happens, okay, price will not have to continue going up, because as I said earlier on, okay, anything that goes up always comes down. So it won't just continue going up and up. Eventually there'll be a time when the dollar will drop or when the kwacha will gain value, and we're going to wait for that. So now let's summarize. So I started first by explaining how price has been moving in the past, and I also explained to you how price has been moving, okay, for this pair and what to expect. So I also explained to you one important rule that you should always follow is that price tends to respect or come back to its previous swing low or its previous swing high. So what do I mean by that? For example, when price goes up, it will come back and try to hit the level it started from. When it goes down again, to try to come back and hit the level which it was at the top. So this is what's happening, and it's a provable rule. Okay, for example, this is the lowest, right? Let me do this. So let us say this is the lowest. Okay, yeah, so this was the lowest. Yeah, this was the lowest level. Price, if price went up, it still came down and hit this level. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. This was the lowest. Price went up and came and hit this level. Let me scroll down again. So if price went up again, it came and hit this level. Okay, and now here it created another gap. So price again, this is what I'm saying, that price always tends to respect its previous swing low or swing high. So as I see there on, I'm saying price will try by all means to come and reach this level from the technical point, and when that happens, it's either it's going to break, continue going up, but or you're actually going to reverse and start coming down. Then again, I said that when it reverses, it will try to respect this level by reaching this level. Okay, and if not, we'll see what will happen. So let me do this. Let me publish this chart. Yeah, let me publish this chart, then publish the idea. Then I'm going to copy a link. Let me say kids USD ZMW. Okay, so I won't write anything here because I've already explained everything in the video. So let me just say as mentioned in the video. So yeah, category, let me say trend analysis. No, nothing. We didn't use any indicators. Then I'm going to click on continue. Public investment strategy neutral. Okay, public idea. So I don't know if this has been published. Okay, so I'm asked to enter in a lot of information for this to be published, but I don't have I don't know what I can write in. Okay, let me try to write as fast as I can. Okay, this is my analysis on the USD ZMW pair. Okay, explaining its price movement and possible outcomes from the technical analysis point of view. Okay, remember to watch the live stream on YouTube. Okay, in brackets, Keith Zambia. I guess this should be enough. I've really written a lot of stuff. This now should work. So let me publish this idea and publish. Let's see if it will now work. So let me just check out if we're having any comments.